Okay, guys, so I just want to start off stating there is no statute of limitations on murder. It could be 40 years, 50 years, 80 years. There is no statute of limitations for committing murder. Okay, so let's get into this commentary. So, Mystikal's court case, rape case, it seems like every case that Mystikal was involved in, the court documents in those cases are tightly sealed, okay? Even Michelle's murder. And if someone was acquitted, you would think that they would make those public. But, you know, every jurisdiction has their laws on how they do things, and lawyers can make requests, like Mystikal's lawyers did in this case with the rape case. Shout out to J.R. Alice 3. I hope I said your name right. I said I was going to shout you out on the next video that I did. I am not smearing Mystikal. All of this is public knowledge. Mystikal was involved in not only one rape case, but two rape cases. So I am so sorry to confuse you. Okay, I did not get into the casino rape because I didn't know about the casino rape, okay? We were talking about the hairstylist in that last video, sir. But shout out to you. I am not smearing Mystikal. Mystikal is Mystikal, okay? And not in a good way. And I'm only expressing what I've been having hunches about and what has been presented to the public regarding a man that was involved with his sister being murdered allegedly by her boyfriend, brutally murdered. And her boyfriend did not do it. Okay, I'm only going back to that and then look at Mystikal's actions today, what he has been doing after his sister was murdered. Okay. So those court documents in the rape case against Michael Tyler, better known as the rapper Mystikal, it was a male co-defendant and a woman, and they were all accused of asking the victim to drop the complaint. They asked her to drop it, and they're now sealed, okay? So the Caddo Parish Clerk of Court, they said that, okay? They asked the victim to drop it, okay? So, like I said, that videotape was not allowed to be submitted into the case. Now, Mystikal served the 6 years of, this is what's confusing. So let's just go off the record on what it says, okay? I don't want to make any assumptions. I just want to give you guys what is here. So I did try to dig and get that court case. But not only are the rape cases sealed, Mystikal beat up a couple of his baby mamas a couple of times. This lady that is pictured here with him, this is when he got out of prison. This is the lady that had him locked up, okay? He hit her more than too many times, and she couldn't take it no more. These are the youngest children's mother. Those are the two kids that Mystikal had not been paying child support for. And then another thing, guys, Mystikal drops kids. He got a call from Bruno Mars, and he said this on Vlog. This is new, and I know you probably guys seen it already, but if you haven't, they stated that Mystikal dropped his son on his head, honey, okay? Because Bruno Mars called him and told him that he got a record deal. Now, this is about to be your 6th record deal. Okay, but anyway, let's just get to the facts. But this is the young lady. This is the last baby mama, the one that he beat up after he got out from serving that 6-year sentence. He beat her ass and she got him locked up. Okay, let's just go with the facts here, okay? And she looked like she could swing with them long arms. She should have knocked his ass out, okay? Because I would have knocked his ass out. And ain't no telling what else he done did. Okay, so it appears that those records in those cases were sealed. So both of those cases were sealed, and they were from the request of the lawyers of Michael Tyler, okay, and Tanisha wife for her fat ass, and her 42-year-old ass, and she lives in Texas, okay? So, and Averon Holman, he's from Texas also. He still ain't, I don't think he made bail yet because his bail was like Mystikal's, but y'all see Mystikal ain't get him out of trouble, but you called him over there to commit a crime with you, okay? So that case it attracted nationwide attention, okay? And that news, you know, that came through TMZ. I don't care what he was best known for. They like to throw that in there. Let's just talk about what he did. They try to like, the media tries to spin shit, okay? So y'all, how y'all gonna say this man's court case and the case is sealed and he's better known for shake it fast and all that shit, and then he's being accused of rape, and then y'all gonna bring it up? He's known for shake it fast. Why y'all ain't say he known for danger? Which all them titles is just very telling about Michael. He is not a good chooser of titles for his goddamn songs. He just tells on himself, okay? So home and stage name, which I never even heard of this little boy, but that's the boy that Mystikal raped this girl with. His stage name is Lil Hood. He made his first appearance on Monday. He went to the parish district court, and the task force arrested him, and they arrested Mystikal also. Well, he turned himself in on the first one. So I just wanted to let you guys know that both of those cases and those trials are sealed. My thing is, if Mystikal was cleared, there was no DNA evidence. He said that the girl was clearly lying. Like I said, Michael Tyler changes his story several times. If he's doing this now, guys, he's changed his story with his sister. He changed his story. If Damon Neville murdered your sister, your story would have never changed. How come Damon Neville's story never changed? But everything that goes on with Mystikal is not going to admit to dropping a bug. He did, however, admit to dropping his son, and it was an accident, is what he stated. Okay? He admitted that, but he can't admit no wrong he do. Damon Neville admitted he took some shit from a drug dealer. He admitted he loved cocaine. He admitted things. Mystikal is not going to admit to a goddamn thing because he's a fucking liar, okay? Okay, so I just want to bring this to you guys to let you know that it seems like everything that Mystikal touch gets covered up. It gets covered up. How he get all these cases and did all this time, and he had to have been found guilty for something he did 6 years. There's no way that you go ahead and do 6 years. You did something, brother. And the cases are allowed to be sealed, just like Michelle Tyler's murder is sealed. But you claim Damon Neville killed your sister. Damon Neville was set free. The charges were dropped. So why is Michelle Tyler's murder trial, why is the record sealed? I don't understand that. I'm having a hard time with this. If anybody can tell me what I can do to get that court record, I am still waiting on the cold case division in Parish Orleans to call me back. Nobody has called me back. I'm going to call their ass back. Okay, so I found something real strange, and nobody is talking about this. Nobody is talking about anything that I'm talking about, okay? Now, there was an unidentified individual, and they posted a post on Facebook, and they seem to be devoted to the rapper about the case. So this person that Mr. Wooten, I'm thinking about reaching out to him too. He's a journalist and he investigates, different things. So Wooten said that he was asked by a dear friend to hold back on going ballistic. Listen closely, guys. So I'm going to repeat it again. Wooten stated that he was asked by a dear friend to hold back on going ballistic across social media and the copy-paste, no need to research or investigate the truth, reporting agencies, news websites, a portion of the post reads. I hope y'all was listening to what the fuck I just said, because this is what it is. This is why everything about Mystikal is being covered up, including the murder of his sister, okay? I'll say it again. Wooten claimed that he was asked by a dear friend to hold back on going ballistic across social media, and that the copy, paste, no need to research or investigate the truth, reporting agencies, news websites, a portion of the post read. So I am respecting his requests, and I am holding everything in. This was an unidentified individual who is close to Mystikal and is very devoted to the rapper, honey. Y'all don't know if this was his motherfucking son or Michelle's son, okay? Or either the mother. Now, if y'all don't believe that this is what I'm reading, I will screenshot this shit, crop it, and post it at the end of this video. I think that's what I'm going to do so y'all can see this in writing. Okay? So this is the second thing. This is still the individual and Wooten is talking to. But I have to say this. By knowingly setting a bond so high, like $2 million, that it becomes impossible for a defendant to financially obtain it, the defendant has no choice but to remain in jail, in other words, imprisoned. Okay? So the next thing is, he says that okay, so it says that a message was sent, and at that time it was on a Wednesday, and by the Times and to the Little Hood Facebook account, seeking an explanation about the comments and to determine who was posting on the page. Okay, so the response within seconds, Nick, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He said, so this guy said Nick, he called him Nick, and he said, "You hitting me up? Quote, we in that studio or on tour right now. But I'll hit you back later," which he spelled later, L, the number 8 and R. Just some dumb ass niggas. Anyway, so John Andrew Prime, he was the public information officer for the Caddo Parish District Attorney's Office. Okay, he sent a scolding notice Wednesday to the news media related to the case. So it seems like the district attorney's office is, they got some kind of plight with Mystikal. Like, he is so protected. He is so protective. I don't know why. Don't you think if Mystikal was really innocent and he did nothing at all, and he wanted his name to be cleared, and this was such a bad light being put on him, don't y'all think he would have made those records public if he did nothing wrong? Now, they claim when cases are sealed, it is for the protection of a certain party, not for both. It doesn't go for both parties. It's going to be a protection for parties involved in the case, for their safety, for their well-being, okay? So by both of these women being nobodies, including the baby mamas, because there were cases about them too, all that shit is sealed. I don't know who seals domestic violence cases, and Mystikal is a registered sex offender, guys, like Nicki Minaj's husband. Okay? He's a registered sex offender, and he will be for 20 more years. So he did get that sentence. So Wooten went on to say that it is a media called responsible media. Baby, ain't no media responsible. But responsible media, I'm going to have to look them up, and they must refrain from actions that will further traumatize victims or threaten the right of an accuser to a fair trial. Okay, he said in a notice that cases prosecuted by the Caddo Parish District Attorney's Office will not be tried in the media or the court of public opinion. And I can understand that. I could totally understand that, but this case was public. All the cases was public, because if it wasn't public knowledge, we would know about it, okay? Ain't that how cases usually start, in the public? They are, any case, not even involving a celebrity, they are tried in the media and in the court of public opinion, because we hear about the cases before they even go to court. Duh. They retarded down there. So anyway, the Prime declined to discuss what prompted his email. The district attorney's office did not make anyone else available to answer questions. I'm thinking about calling the attorney office at Caddo Parish District. I'm thinking about calling their ass. Okay. So a call to Pena Moses Fields. He was the chief assistant district attorney at that time of the Special Victims Unit. And he had not returned yet. He didn't return at that time. So Tyler's lawyer, Kenneth Beck, at the time of the New Orleans area, hung up the phone when contacted Wednesday. So if Mystikal was so innocent, Mr. Lawyer, Mr. Kenneth Beck, why is you hanging up on Mr. Fields? Mr. Fields want to talk to you, and y'all is requesting that the court seals this rape trial. Okay? But what did he do the 6 years for, Mr. Salas? Mr. Salas, I said I was going to shout you out. You said I was smearing Mystikal. Okay? Smearing Mystikal. Okay, so Mystikal didn't do nothing wrong, y'all. And he was cleared. There was no evidence. There was no DNA. And we're talking about two different cases, so everybody can get confused. But the fact of the matter is that he's been accused of one rape and another rape. But this is a guy whose sister was bludgeoned to death, raped, and strangled. He's a rapper. He goes hard, murderer. He's screaming to my how he gonna get Damon Neville, throat for a throat, life for a life. Come on now. And he doing this. He didn't beating up his baby mama. Okay, so the district attorney's office, the Caddo district, they noted it that was very odd what Mystikal's lawyer, Mr. Beck, did. And this is in writing, guys. They noted that was really odd, okay? So Jeff Garger, the executive of editors of the Times, stated this. He said the DA had shared little to nothing about the case. But he said that's unusual. I'm finna screenshot this shit and put it up at the end of this video, y'all. And I'm gonna play the intro to Murderer again so y'all can read this shit, okay? The DA had shared little to nothing about the case. Okay, so the DA had shared little to nothing about this case, but that's unusual. Okay? He said that's usual. I'm sorry, guys. Not unusual. That's usual. Okay? So it beats me why he's lecturing reporters. So why is he lecturing the reporters? Okay, why is Mystikal's lawyers lecturing the reporters? You can't lecture no reporters. Their job is to be there and report the facts. Okay, and then they stated that we don't need the lecture, okay? So Geiger said perhaps the national attention has spooked the prosecutors, defense lawyers, or the judge. See, they all in this shit together. It spooked all of their ass. So Shiverport police have said that the rape occurred in the early morning hours of October 22nd. Mr. Salas, please tell me if this was the rape from the hairdresser or was this the rape from the casino? Because I ain't even gotten to that. The rape I've been talking about, I didn't even know that it was two separate rapes. The rape that I have been talking about has been with the fat bitch, Miss Wayford, that threatened the hairstylist into changing her story. Excuse me, I got a little cold. I'm catching a little cold. It is raining here in my city. Okay, so it says that the rape occurred on October 22nd. Like I told y'all, once again with this 22. Tyler performed the evening before at the Century Link Center in Bossier City for the Legends of the Southern Hip Hop concert. Tyler and Holman are charged. They were charged with the first-degree rape. Wait, yeah, this is the one about the hairdresser, okay? Because they were involved, the co-conspirators. Versi Carter and Wayford and Holman. Okay, they never said what happened to Versi Carter. They never brought him up, and I think that's odd too. So all of them, they had all faced, and I'm gonna try to look up and see if their cases are public because Mystikal shit has been shut. Well, they sealed it for all of them. So if they were innocent and Mystikal he got off, why are y'all stealing something? Why is the DA trying to lecture the Times? Why are they hanging up the phone when they're calling trying to get information? Okay. So, yeah, it does say that. This is very confusing, guys, because it's saying the men are charged in connection with the rape October 22nd at the Sam's Town Casino and Hotel. And the address is 315 Clyde Fink Parkway. According to the Shiverport Police Department records, the men are accused of raping the same woman. Wayford is accused of trying to persuade the victim out of pursuing a complaint against the men. If you guys watched my other video, y'all heard that bitch do a 20-minute live crying, talking about she was checking on a friend. Girl, that girl was not your fucking friend. Your husband and Mystikal are friends, and you was looking out for your husband friend and Mystikal, the entertainer, the celebrity. You threaten that girl, and you look like you like to intimidate people. Y'all see that girl, big bitch with the strawberry dreads? She looked like had she went to prison, she would have been Big Bertha in that bitch, just taking over and bullying people. So Mystikal sent that big body bitch to do something before he did something that he did before, and he didn't want to make that same mistake. I'm telling y'all the truth. Okay, so all of their bail was set at $2 million, and Wake for hers was at $200,000. I don't know how the fuck they motherfuckers got out, or even if they got out. Okay, I'm gonna look that up too. Okay, but I want to know who this unidentified individual posted on Facebook, and they was devoted to the rapper about the case. And I'm gonna say this one more time. This is what he said to the guy to Wooten. Okay, Wooten stated this, that the person said, I was asked by a dear friend to hold back on going ballistic across social media and the copy paste, no need to research or investigate the truth reporting agencies, news websites. A portion of the post read, so I am respecting his request and I am holding everything in. Okay, now y'all tell me this. Now I just said we can't find no picture on Michelle. I didn't look through the news websites. I didn't look through the reporting agencies. I didn't look through all the research. I investigating websites. Okay, reporting agencies. That's what they're supposed to do. Report. The archives of the newspaper in Louisiana. You can't find nothing on Michelle. You can't find nothing on the baby mamas. They'll state their side on what they want to put out to the media about Mystikal, even paying tax. You can't find nothing. Look, the only way we knew about him dropping that motherfucking baby is because of Vlad, okay? Vlad knew a lot of shit. Vlad asked Mystical about that, but why you couldn't Google the shit and find it? I am going to post the screenshots of this ad on the end of this video. The question is, guys, if you were accused of something, and I'm for real, y'all know y'all didn't do the shit, right? Genuinely. You were accused of something, you went to trial, you did some time, whatever happened, and it comes to find out that the case was dismissed against you because no evidence was found, would you ask your lawyers, or why would your lawyers be so just like forward to seal the case? Why? If Mystical was innocent, the case was dismissed, there was no DNA evidence, he wanted to clear his name. He clearly said that this girl was lying, guys. Why did his lawyers break their neck to seal those documents? They hiding something. They are hiding something. Okay? So this should raise eyebrows right about now. Okay? I'm going, this coming from all directions. If y'all was listening to Damon Neville, he said that Michelle's murder could have happened in many the murder of Michelle, it could have happened in many directions. Do this sound like somebody who killed her, y'all? Be honest.